Sabay-sabay natin alamin ang mga kaganapan na nangyayari sa ating bansa. Yo, what's up mga kaibigan? This is I2K po again. Ngayon nandito naman ulit tayo sa channel ni Pinas News Insider. Dito naman ulit tayo magbibigay ng komento at reaksyon. Kaya samahan nyo ako guys. Let's go!
Samantala, sa iba pang balita. Good news, bansang Russia. May hatid na magandang balita para sa Pilipinas.
Wow.
Dahil personal na lumapit ang Russian ambassador to the Philippines na si Marat Pavlov upang pag-usapan ng mas malalim na pakikipag-ugnayan nito sa bansang Pilipinas. Pero bago natin simulan ang balitang ito,
sa lahat ng hindi pa nakasubscribe mga kaibigan kay Pinas News Insider, mag-subscribe na po tayo at huwag nyo rin pong kalimutan mag-subscribe dito sa aking channel.
kung bago ka pa lamang sa aming channel, please huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para mas maging updated pa kayo lalo sa lahat pa ng bagong video na i-upload namin. At eto na nga mga kababayan, bansang Russia gustong mapailalim sa pakikipagrelasyon kay President Bongbong Marcos. Russian President Vladimir Putin alam na magaling sa pamamalakad ng salapi ang ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at alam din ni Putin na malaki ang ikauunlad ng bansang Pilipinas sa mga dadating pa na mga taon habang nakaupo pa si President Bongbong Marcos sa pwesto bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Ito pa ang good news. Kamakailan lang nagpahayag si Russian President Vladimir Putin na ang Russian Federation sa ninanais ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na pag-aangkat ng oil gas at fertilizer sa kanilang bansa. Dagdag pa niya na handa siyang palalimin pa ang ugnayan ng bansang Pilipinas at ng bansang Russia. Inanunsyo ni Russian Ambassador to the Philippines Marat Pavlov na interesado si Russian President Putin na mas lalong palalimin pa ang ugnayang pang-ekonomiya dito sa ating bansa sa pamamagitan ng pantay at kapaki-pakinabang na kooperasyon para sa mutual na ikauunlad ng dalawang bansa. Ang pahayag ay ginawa kasunod ng pag-call out ni President Bongbong Marcos sa Russia na kinakailangang may kalakalan na gawin ang bansa para mapamura ang presyo ng langis at ng fertilizer sa pamamagitan ng pag-i-import nito sa bansang Russia. Ang mas nakakagulat pa ay may pahayag si President Bongbong Marcos na hindi niya ipapatuloy ang pakikipag-business transaction sa bansang Russia kung ipagpapatuloy ng Russia ang banta ng nuclear sa bansang Ukraine. At ang good news na paliwanag ni Ambassador Pavlov na ang ganitong panawagan ay hindi dapat ito palampasin ng bansang Russia dahil imposible itong magbigay daan sa mas malalim pang ugnayan ng dalawang bansa. Inalok at ipinagmalaki rin ng Ambassador na ang Russia ay nag-aangkin ng ilang teknolohiya na nasa kanila makikita, lalong-lalo na sa usapin ng nuclear energy. Iginiit ng Russian envoy na makikita ng Pilipinas ang Russia bilang isang reliable partner sa pag-harness ng independent at indigenous energy source ng bansa.
The state visit was highly successful because there were many engagements at different levels. For instance, we had our first meeting with the standing chairman or the chairman of the standing committee of the National People's Congress, almost my equivalent, no? So their parliamentary system, lends itself to these interparliamentary exchanges, which were basically reiterated. So also upon the instruction of our president, we shall engage our counterparts at the parliament and at our Congress and our Senate levels. No? This provides a better coordination and more understandings and better cooperation at that level. Then we also had a meeting with the Premier, Li Keqiang, and followed by a bilateral no less than the President of the People's Republic of China, President Xi Jinping. So at the many levels of government, the top ranks, our president and the delegation had engaged, and these personal engagements mean a lot because the person-to-person meetings lend itself to not only a better rapport, but provides more confidence and a better understanding of the nuances with the relations. And that reiterating our president's statement is that while we have some issues that have challenging concerns like our maritime issues, that does not represent the totality, the entirety. We have a vast range of issues and concerns and common interests, whether it's trade, finance, culture, education, and political. So we have many areas of agreement. So we want to further strengthen that by direct engagements at the various levels. So that is being encouraged, and I myself have already sent my personal written letter to the chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, also accepting the invitation, the long-standing invitation that was extended to our Congress, and so we look forward to that. And similarly, after this state visit, our president invited President Xi Jinping and his wife, the First Lady Pang, to come to the Philippines. This type of exchanges promotes a deeper and even a healthier relationship, because the trust and confidence with one another is built up. And we also look forward to these exchanges that were not possible during the past 2.5 years because of the COVID restrictions. And auspiciously, by January 8th, the protocols in China will be relaxed, and so they will open up their bubble, so to speak, and these exchanges can already commence. So this will go a long ways in promoting not just trade, but not just cultural exchanges, but it will lead the path towards peace, prosperity, and stability in the region, which we both need. ASEAN's #1 trading partner is China, and China's largest trading partner is the ASEAN. So it's in the best interest of the countries in the ASEAN and China to have stability, peace in the region. Well, the president was able to personally convey to President Xi Jinping the concerns of the Filipinos, the fishery issues, the maritime claim issues, these very sensitive issues. But it was brought up, in an atmosphere of mutual respect and equality, and that's why this state visit was so successful, because we could see the rapport, the personal exchanges between the two presidents, and the confidence now that they have with one another on the sincerity of each head of state's words, and how that will go a long ways in addressing all these issues, whether they be contentious or not, moving forward. So this definitely means a lot to the relations with the People's Republic of China. There was an invitation by President Marcos to President Xi, and from the looks of it, I think that might be forthcoming, because they actually enjoyed each other's company and that of the respective First Ladies. First Lady Luisa Annette Marcos and First Lady Pang Ping went very well. You could see that there was chemistry right from the start.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, ano
At yun nga po mga kaibigan, dito po nagtatapos ang ating reaction video. Muli, ako po si I2K ng Sundalo ng Dunggalo at 811. Maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta. Peace out.